The story of Sara and Adam. Sara was a 50-year-old woman who had lived through many seasons of life. A widow for the past 10 years, she had been raising her 2 children on her own. Life had not been easy for her, but she never gave up. She worked in a small local market, selling handmade crafts, and had built a modest life for herself. Her children, now young adults, were her pride and joy, but deep down, there was a space in her heart she had never been able to fill after her husband's passing. One rainy evening, as Sara was arranging her shop, she noticed a young man standing near her stall, looking at a piece of embroidery work she had done herself. He was tall, with striking blue eyes and a smile that could light up the darkest room. He was impeccably dressed, with a charm that was impossible to ignore. His name was Adam, a 28-year-old architect who had recently moved to the city. Adam had been walking past the market when he saw the beautiful patterns of Sara's handmade crafts. Intrigued by the delicate work, he had stopped to admire them. There was something about Sara's presence, the way she worked with such focus and grace, that caught his attention. He struck up a conversation with her, and soon, the two were talking like old friends. Over the next few weeks, Adam began visiting Sara's stall regularly. At first, it was to admire her work, but soon, it became clear to Sara that he was more interested in her than in the crafts. He would ask her about her life, her children, and her late husband. They shared stories about their lives, and Sara found herself laughing more than she had in years. Adam had a warmth about him that made her feel special. He was kind and patient, and with every conversation, she started to look forward to his visits. There was something undeniably magnetic about him, something that made her heart beat a little faster each time he smiled at her. As the days went by, Sara began to feel a growing affection for Adam. Despite the age difference, she found herself thinking about him constantly. She had not felt this way in a long time. The flutter in her chest whenever he was near, the way her heart skipped a beat when he complimented her work, it was like a dream she never wanted to wake from. One afternoon, after closing her shop, Adam invited Sara to a coffee shop nearby. She hesitated at first, unsure of whether it was appropriate for a woman her age to go out with a man so much younger. But something in Adam's eyes told her that he wasn't judging her. He liked her, and for the first time in years, Sara felt truly seen. They spent hours talking that day, getting to know each other on a deeper level. Adam spoke about his childhood, his dreams, and his passion for architecture. Sara shared her experiences as a mother and a widow, her struggles, and her triumphs. It was a conversation that went beyond superficial small talk. It felt like two souls connecting. As weeks turned into months, Sara and Adam's bond grew stronger. Adam would bring her flowers, write her little notes, and take her out to dinner. They would walk through the streets together, hand in hand, as if the world had faded away, leaving only the two of them. Their love blossomed quietly but steadily, like a flower that bloomed in the most unexpected of places. Sara had never imagined that she would find love again. After her husband's death, she had resigned herself to the idea that she would always be alone. But Adam showed her that life still had surprises in store. He made her feel beautiful again, not just on the outside, but in a way that reminded her of the woman she had been before life had become so difficult. One evening, as they sat by the lake, watching the sunset, Adam turned to her and said, "Sara, I know there's an age difference between us, but I want you to know that it doesn't matter to me. What matters is that I love you. You have a heart full of kindness and a strength that I admire. I want to spend my life with you, if you'll have me." Sara was overwhelmed with emotion. Her heart raced as she looked at him, seeing the sincerity in his eyes. She had never expected this, but here it was, the love she had been waiting for, the love she thought had passed her by. With tears in her eyes, Sara took his hand and whispered, "I never thought I would find someone like you. But I love you too, Adam. I've never felt more alive than I do with you." And so, in that quiet moment, under the fading light of the sunset, Sara and Adam began a new chapter in their lives. Age, past losses, and everything that had once seemed like a barrier melted away. They knew that love could blossom at any age, and that sometimes The greatest romances were the ones that arrived when you least expected them. Their love story became a beautiful reminder that it's never too late to find happiness, and that the heart has a way of healing and opening up to new possibilities when you least expect it. And so, Sara and Adam lived their days with love, laughter, and the knowledge that life had given them a second chance, a chance to start anew, together. 1. The first spark asterisk. Setting: Sara's market stall. Romantic detail: when Adam first sees Sara, he is captivated not just by the beautiful crafts she's selling, but by Sara herself. Adam's eyes linger on her as she works, noticing the grace with which she handles her materials. His interest isn't merely superficial, he's drawn to her strength and elegance. When he begins to talk to her, there's an ease between them, and the warmth in his voice makes Sara feel something she hasn't felt in years, a spark of attraction. Romantic subtext: the initial connection is not rushed, but it's clear that Adam is interested in Sara's personality as much as her appearance. The way he engages with her makes her feel like she is not just another woman to him, but someone special. This is the foundation of their romance. 2. The coffee date asterisk. Setting: a cozy, intimate coffee shop. Romantic detail: Adam invites Sara out for coffee, which is a step into a new world for her. As they sit across from each other, the ambience is quiet, with soft music playing in the background, and the world outside seems to fade away. They talk for hours, losing track of time, sharing stories, laughing, and connecting on a deeper level. Adam's genuine interest in Sara's life, and his willingness to listen to her, makes her feel seen and valued. Romantic subtext: during this date, there's an unspoken tension that simmers beneath their conversation. Sara is trying to navigate her feelings about him, especially considering the age difference. However, Adam's attentiveness makes her feel comfortable and safe, and she begins to realize that there's more to this than just casual attraction. 3. Thoughtful gestures asterisk. Setting: various locations, Sara's market stall, Sara's home, etc. Romantic detail: over the course of their blossoming relationship, Adam becomes increasingly thoughtful. He brings Sara flowers, little handwritten notes, and small, meaningful gifts. These gestures are simple, yet profound. They show that Adam is paying attention to her likes and dislikes, and that he cares about her happiness. Romantic subtext: Sara is touched by these acts of kindness. For a woman who has been on her own for so long, these moments remind her of how lovely it is to feel cared for. The flowers represent Adam's affection, and each note feels like a confirmation of his feelings. It's clear that Adam's romantic interest is not just physical, but rooted in a deep emotional connection. 4. Hand-holding walks asterisk. Setting: quiet streets, parks, or along the beach. Romantic detail: as their relationship deepens, Adam and Sara spend time walking through quiet places hand in hand. These walks are not just physical, they are moments of deep connection, where their silence speaks volumes. Holding hands becomes a powerful symbol of trust and closeness between them. There is a tenderness in the way Adam's hand wraps around hers, a protective, comforting gesture that shows how much he cares. Romantic subtext: for Sara, these walks are symbolic of the peace and security she's longed for. She feels cherished and important, not just as a mother or a widow, but as a woman. These simple acts of intimacy, holding hands, walking side by side, are profoundly romantic because they come from a place of genuine affection and respect. 5. The sunset confession asterisk. Setting: by the lake at sunset. Romantic detail: the most intimate and vulnerable moment in the story happens when Adam confesses his love for Sara. As the sun sets, painting the sky with warm colors, Adam tells Sara that he doesn't care about their age difference. He loves her for who she is, the strength, the kindness, the beauty of her heart. His words are sincere and filled with emotion, and as he gazes at her, his eyes reflect everything he feels. Romantic subtext: this is the moment where Sara realizes that Adam is not just interested in her surface level, he loves her completely, with no reservations. His confession is a turning point in their relationship. It's no longer just about attraction or casual companionship. Adam has shown his heart, and in response, Sara opens up to him, feeling a rush of warmth and affection. She responds by confessing her love for him too, and in that moment, they both understand that this love is real and that they are ready to embrace it fully. 6. A shared future asterisk. Setting: a quiet evening after their confession. Romantic detail: after confessing their love, Adam and Sara talk about their future together. The conversation is filled with hope, promise, and shared dreams. They discuss everything from where they might live to the small moments they want to enjoy together. They speak with certainty, as though all the uncertainties of the past have fallen away. Adam reassures Sara that their age difference is not a problem for him. It is just a number, and what matters is their connection. Romantic subtext: this conversation is deeply romantic because it reflects the trust and commitment they are beginning to build. Sara, who once thought she would never find love again, now sees a new chapter in her life, one filled with shared joy, love, and companionship. Adam's promises make her feel safe, and she knows that together, they will face whatever challenges come their way. Each of these moments is a step in their growing romance, simple, tender, and filled with a deep connection. They are romantic not because of grand gestures, but because of the sincerity and depth of emotion that underpins each action. Adam and Sara's love story is a quiet but powerful reminder that true romance is about emotional intimacy, vulnerability, and finding someone who truly sees and appreciates you.